What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Guys, I just quickly want to start by giving a massive shout out to Dragonheir for sponsoring today's video. Today, guys, we're going to talk about all of the free characters that you are going to get in-game. We're going to talk about team building, synergy, and I'm going to share with you guys a couple of teams that I'm running on my account. Basically, the game will give you tons and tons of free characters to basically help you with the progression. Now, if you guys want to get involved, if you want to download the game, you can click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment and come and join me in Dragonheir Silent Gods. I've been having a blast, guys. I'm actually playing two freaking accounts, okay? Not one. I'm playing two different accounts. I have the free-to-play account and I have my main account too, and it has been a grind, but a blast. And I am covering this game on my other YouTube channel. Daily guides, news, tips and tricks, tons of promo codes to get you started. Check out that channel. I have a bunch of guides for you guys out there that will be really, really helpful. And if you guys want to put your hand on more free rewards, you can actually click on the announcement tab right here, bind your invitation code, and then it will bring you to this website. Use code Skratch, that will get you some more free rewards as well, and it will help to support the channel. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's quickly talk about free characters. Starting with the event tab, 7-day login. On your second day, you're going to receive a free legendary hero, La Delia, which is actually a pretty awesome summoner. Very good damage dealer. But we're going to talk about her later in the video a bit more. The daily check-in event on day 2 will give you one of the best tanks in the entire game, which is Garius. You want to make sure you're skilling him up before any other epic in the game, because he's going to be your biggest carry. Absolutely massive. Then, you're going to be able to collect more free characters. Let's actually start with a Wukong event with a Monkey King, the Divine Ascending, because that's the name of the character in-game. So you have the season journey. Basically, you have different chapters that you gotta complete in order to unlock the Divine Ascending character, a very good damage dealer from the lightning element. We do have another event because I've already completed it, but right here next to the monkey event, we have kind of like a rhino. As you guys can see on the screen, we are getting a bunch of free characters from here as well. On top of all of the free characters that we're getting from completing the storyline, because we are getting a few characters from there as well, epics and rares, which are really, really good as well. Some healers, some damage dealers, summoners, etc. From here, you're getting another bunch of amazing characters. On top of that, you can actually go to the exchange shops and get even more free epic characters. So from the Alliance shop, you can purchase 2 Radiance characters, 2 Lightning characters. Then from the Journey shop, you can actually purchase 2 Frost characters. So from here, you can get 2 Poison characters and 2 Fire Wild characters. Now, these are very easy to get, guys. This is my free-to-play account. I've managed to get all of these. And today, at the time when I'm recording the video, is currently day 8 for me, if I'm not mistaken. Or it might be day 9. But either way, I've got these characters like 4-5 days ago. I haven't got them today. So, I quickly want to explain you something about team building and composition before we move into actually do some content. In Dragonheir Silent Gods, we have 6 different elemental affinities. Okay, so we have fire, poison, we have radiance and lightning, and we have ice and necrosis. Now, the game will give you a lot of characters from the ice and necrosis. Hell, they're gonna give you 3 legendaries from the ice and necrosis element. Then you're gonna get one from the lightning, but you can pair them with the rest. Now, what is very important in teams, when we're talking about team synergy, is that they have this elemental affinity where if you're using 3 heroes of the same elemental affinity, you're going to get additional stats. So you wanna use 3 of them to make sure you're getting those stats. Now, when you are actually looking at building a team with different elements, for example, we have Frost, right? Ice. So Rava right here is a Frost enabler. So he's going to deal damage and debuff the enemies with Frost. Now this Frost debuff will enable my Ice damage dealer, Rowena, to come in here with her ultimate, deal damage, and if she deals damage to enemies that are inflicted with Frost, she's going to deal even more freaking damage, almost like another 50% of her multiplier, just because the enemies are under Frost. So this is very important in terms of team synergy. If we are talking about summoners, for example, so let's just take Ladelia, for example. She's going to deal AoE damage and summon the Shadow Demon, okay? Then you have other summoner units that will either summon units and empower the summoned units to deal more damage, to move faster, to be tankier, etc. So Izitarian right here is another free character that you're getting from completing campaign alongside a few different rare characters that are doing summons as well. Really, really powerful. Now, that being said, let's actually dive into some content. So, for example, let's start with the growth one. Let's head on to the Goblin and let's show you what a good Goblin team can actually do. So, I'm actually going to bring in my Goblin team right here. You have some amazing presets. It's free to move gear around and you can move gear non-stop. You save teams and you just click use team. Look at that, how beautiful it feels and easy. And now we have that perfect Frost synergy while we are keeping the 3 elemental affinity. And of course, I brought in Sigrid because she's just too freaking good. And we're gonna go and smash these waves of enemies. You have a character that's melee, which is going to do a bit of tanking and deal damage at the same time, because Usha, she's an absolutely amazing rare character that you can easily get just by summoning some purple dice. Then we're going to have Rava applying Frost, and straight after it, we're going to have Rowena jumping in with the AoE damage dealer. AoE damage, sorry, not damage dealer. There you go. Bang, we have the Frost. Very, very good damage. And we're slowly just progressing on the waves. From this dungeon, we're farming XP to level up our account. We have a resonance level, which means that you do not have to build each character individually. All you have to do is level up your account with this XP, and your entire account gets to that level, which leaves you so much room to play around with all of the characters that you have available, guys. You can literally test all of the freaking teams in the world with all of the characters that you have available to obtain the best possible result in all of the content. Really, really good. We restarted, we got the XP, we can actually have a look at the damage. Look at that, Sigrid 22%, Rowena 27.5. Now Rowena does more damage in this team because I prioritized building a team around ice characters. I have 4 ice characters in here, and Sigrid is the filler, but because she's so good, she's almost equaling the damage of the other characters that you can get from the exchange shops, which is really, really good. Then, if we're actually going to go to one of the most important content in the entire game, guys, and that is the Temporal Vortex. I'm gonna show you what team I'm running on that account. So basically, this is kind of like a world boss where you come in here and you get some amazing rewards. You get gems every single day. You get master pages to fuse scrolls after. You get summons, essence of creation. Very, very, very good rewards. And this is only difficulty 2. We're going to go all the way up to difficulty 4, where the rewards will become much, much better. But let me show you what team I'm running on this boss, okay? So this is a pretty interesting boss. We're going to run Garius, which is the free tank that we are getting on day 2. Then we are going to run Yola. You're going to get her for free as well from that Heroic Journey event. And she will be very good because she brings decreased attack penalty, and she multi-hits. And with the artifact that I'm going to have on her, let me just quickly actually load my team. That's how quick you're moving gear in this game. Bang, the next team is ready to rumble. So my team is ready. Basically, she's going to apply defense down on the boss, and you want to have that on multi-hitters. Then we have summoners. So we're going to run Ladelia, we're gonna run Easytarian, and I've brought in an extra character that you can acquire from summoning, but is an epic, fairly easy to get, just to basically show you how summoners team works. And because we have 3 summoners, we have a bonus right here for the elemental affinities, like an extra bonus for damage dealers from the necrotic element, the summoners, and this will summon basically minion, the Dark Flame Phoenix. But let me just quickly show you how this plays out. So you can select 3x speed. You even have insta battle for this boss. We're gonna have Garius healing, giving us a shield, tanking from the boss. We're gonna have Yola going with the decrease attack, applying that defense down. And then we have the summoners just bringing in their summoned units into the fight, or of course empowering them to do more damage. And just like that, out of 5 characters, we ended up with having like 6, 7, 8 characters on the board right now doing crazy damage. So this is my Temporal Vortex team for my free-to-play account, and is actually doing a very good job, guys. It's all about making that perfect team synergy, okay? You see, Ladelia right now, she did not summon another shadow. She actually empowered that shadow to do more damage because we already have it alive. Now, when that shadow dies, she's going to resummon it instead of empowering it to do more damage. And basically, that's how the entire run goes. We're already at S tier, guy, and we gotta get plus S in here to be able to get a maximum score. But that is really not going to be a problem at all whatsoever. As long as you're building that team properly, guys, and you're just paying a bit of attention to their skills. You just want to read, of course, a bit the skills to kind of like get a grasp of what's happening, what each character is doing. Is this character going to pair well with the other one? But it's all about the school of damage. So we have different schools of damage. At the moment, we have 6 of them in the game. We have the wild, which are part of the fire element. We have the poisoners, which are part of the poison element. We have the dauntless, which are part of the lightning element. We have the rally, which are part of the radiance element. We have the frost, which are part of the ice element. And then we have the summoners, which are part of the necro element. And as long as you're pairing those schools of damage together, you're going to be able to create that perfect synergy and have an impressive result. You see, we got S+ already. There's really no point for me to stay longer into this fight at the moment because I'm just showcasing it to you. So I'm going to quit. But my total damage was actually 7+ million with this team, which is really good. Way over what we need, but it's important for the leaderboards, okay? Then, if we are going to move on to different content. So basically, we have the Fey Minder. I cannot pronounce that properly, but I know I'm butchering it. So right here is a game mode where you're climbing stages and accumulating tons of awesome rewards, right? Basically, you can go all the way up to stage 300. At the moment, we have all the way up to stage 180. We're going to unlock higher stages later while we're progressing in the game. So you even have the option in this game mode to do auto challenge. You don't have to do anything. Now, right here, I'm running a slightly different team. You need control in here, okay? That's where Yola shines the most. But you know what? Let me just quickly load my builds for this team. Bang! Snap your fingers. They're all built. I don't have to do nothing. So we have a stun set on Vorash. Vorash attacks the entire board. As you guys can see, each one of the skills has kind of like a tile area that it covers when it deals damage. This one covers the entire map. So we have a stun set on him. The more enemies he hits, the more chances we have to stun them. And of course, he is a triple hitter. Then we're going to bring in Yola. Yola actually has a chance to stun too when she applies the silence. Okay, it's a chance to transform into a stun. But once again, she has a different area, coverage area on the map. and she applies decrease attack 2, and she has a chance to stun. And then, of course, I brought in Rava and I brought in Rowena as the damage dealers. We brought in Garius as the main tank. Let's do a run, and you can see how this plays out. Now, I'm on 3x speed, guys, because you can select in between 1x, 2x, 3x, and I think later on we will even unlock 4x, because they do freaking value our time. We don't need to stay here all day watching characters moving in slow motion over and over again, doing the exact same content for the rest of our life. So that is another big plus in terms of QOL things that Dragonheir has in game. So we've done floor 72. I am overpowering them a little bit right now, but once I'm going to start climbing on higher stages, that will change a bit. Then, I do want to show you a dungeon boss as well, where we're going to use some of the free legendaries that we're getting, because as I've mentioned, they are the meta, guys. So we're going to go to equipment, Grave of Venom, and we can already acquire legendary gear from here. And I'm actually gonna stick to this stage because I just remembered I do not have any of these food potions. So you can put food potions that will basically enhance your stats. And that's what you do with all of the materials that you are acquiring from the map. It will just give you additional stats, which are actually really good. But before that, let me just load my team. Oh, there we go. Amazing presets. So we have Urian, which has a crazy passive that will keep him alive. It will give him invincibility. Then we are using Thorin. All these legendaries are free. Everything that you see on this screen is free in terms of characters. Thorin will have this passive. When you put him behind a tank, it will mark that character. It doesn't need to be a tank, any character in fact. And it will give 20% of his HP and defense to that character in front of him, which will make my tank even more powerful. Then we're going to use Vinyara, which will apply decreased attack on the enemy. It will manipulate the ultimate energy / turn meter, and it will have a chance to apply frozen on some characters. And then, of course, we're going to bring in Rava to enable my Rowena to absolutely demolish these enemies. I'm actually going to move Rowena right there, so we take down the left side first. Click on auto, and that's about it. The boss has some pretty interesting mechanics where he's going to shield himself. He's going to do an ally attack with all of those side orbs that you're seeing around him. So the main thing is you want to kill those orbs as fast as possible. So then basically, when the boss gets to his ultimate skill right here and he performs the kicks, the ally attack, he does not have many orbs alive to join in the attack, because like that, he could potentially kill your tank, right? But if you are killing those orbs fast enough, the boss will just not be able to get that job done. So I'm actually going to put it on 2x speed just because it moves a bit too fast for the video. Just so you guys can see a bit what's happening in there. But Urian is honestly insane as a tank, and it's crazy that we are getting these 3 free legendaries for free as well, because I was not expecting it. It was a surprise for me to see the Heroic Journey event and seeing these 3 legendaries for free in there, because they're so freaking powerful. I am using them in a lot of content. Sometimes I try to use epics because I'm doing a lot of guides for the players, right? And I want to show them epics. But these legendaries are free, and I am using them pretty often as well, especially in this content where we're pushing higher and higher. Like, look at that. I'm level 79. The enemies are level 175. And I'm able to push this content right now because I have these free legendaries on my account that enable me to basically stay alive in this fight. But we have tons of different dungeons, tons of different content. We're going to unlock the continental bosses later on. We're going to unlock the final boss, the endgame boss. The Alliance has a clan boss that gives you rewards as well. So much content, and so much of it has insta battle, 3x speed. When you farm gear, you don't have to do run by run. You have something called multi-battles. And I'm not talking about auto battles because those are free. You have unlimited auto battles. But you have multi-battles. So when you are doing a run, for example, you can select right here at auto raid. based on how much stamina you have. How many rewards multipliers you want to have on? 2, 3, 4. 4 is something that I'm only going to unlock at level 80. But hey, I'm going to do a run. It will still use stamina for 3 runs. But in 1 run, I'll get the rewards for 3 of them. Why? Because they value my time. And these are things that every game should have in. And I cannot explain you how many good QOL things Dragonheir Silent Gods has in. I know we talked about characters, and this is going to be a bonus from me to you guys. Let me just quickly show you something else. I freaking love the game, okay? You can just say it. I'm grinding it like a madman. But when you are building characters, just to make your life easier, you might not be very good at building characters. The game has a built-in optimizer. You come right here, you select what type of build you want to have on your character, and as long as you have this gear, based on the selection that the game automatically does for you, you're going to be able to just instantly do it. I don't have a negative rune, that's fine. I'm going to stop that one. And bang, the game just found me builds. Now, it did find me builds with gear that I have equipped on others. You can select that to do not be a thing. Select equipped items? No. Filter. Bang, it found me a completely different build with gear that is not equipped on anyone else. That was all for this video, guys. On top of all of the free characters that you are getting in Dragonheir Silent Gods, they have some amazing QOL things, tons of content to keep you busy. If you guys want to get involved, click on the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. And big shout out to Dragonheir Silent Gods for sponsoring today's video. And do not forget, use code Skratch to get more in-game free rewards. And check out my other channel for tons and tons of guides on the game. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.